Hi, hello and welcome to another video by the scientist formerly known as Jelly. This is the second part of this series of 3 where I show you how to make a soda can strip cutter. After having showed the general process in part 1, we will focus more on details in this video. And especially how to make strips with different widths. What a cool summer this was. I almost had no time to continue with my DIY projects. However, I managed to finish the strip cutter to turn these soda cans into these rolls of aluminum. As you can see, when measuring with these calipers, I was able to make rolls with a width of 5 millimeters, then rolls with 9 millimeters, and the thinnest one I was able to make had a width of 2 millimeters. In part 1 of this series I showed you how to use the strips in a label printer to make embossed labels. Here I show you how to make this wall ornaments. So how to make these soda can clamps to produce strips with different widths. To make these clamps we only need the bottom of a soda can. Like usual, we make a score line with a knife and then take an old credit card to release the bottom from the rest of the soda can. The total height of the soda can bottom part is around 13 millimeters, whereas the future contact part is around 6 millimeters. A cardboard circle will help to find the center of the bottom part. With a nail, a hole is punctured, and then make a score line with a circle cutter with the same diameter like the threaded rod. Then remove the small circle with pliers. Add the nut to the threaded rod and then also screw the bottom part to the threaded rod. This threaded rod will generate a strip with a width of around 2 millimeters and was easily available in a local hardware store. Then we use some 2-component adhesive to fix the nut directly onto the center of the soda can bottom part. Please be careful not to smear any kind of adhesive to the threaded rod. After the 2-component adhesive has hardened, we remove the bottom. Then we add some extra hot glue to reinforce the nut on the bottom part. Now we come to the making of the second bottom part. It's not necessary to have nuts on both bottom parts. Here we just add a wooden circle. Again, we use a cardboard circle to find the middle of the bottom part, puncture a hole with a nail, generate a score line with the same diameter of the threaded rod, and then remove the small aluminum circle with pliers. Fix the wooden circle with 2-component adhesive to the bottom part. You basically have made the 2 soda can clamps to fixture a soda can on a threaded rod. Now for strips with a bigger width, you have to go for special threaded rods that can be, as an example, salvaged from a printer. As I had no old printer laying around, I had to buy those rods on AliExpress. A link where to buy can be found in the description of the video. In this case, cut 2 soda can buttons and glue wooden circles inside, and then screw the special nut onto the wooden circle. With this setup, you are able to make soda can strips with a width of 5 and 9 millimeters. The soda can clamps are finished now, but we need the reinforcement inside the soda can, and we use a pipe insulation foam for that purpose. Reduce the size of the foam as shown in the video and check if it fits inside a soda can. To simplify the insertion of the reinforcement into the soda can, I cut the upper end into a conical shape. Okay, now we are ready to do the assembly. Press the soda can body top side down onto the prepared soda can clamp. Insert the pipe insulation foam as a reinforcement. Here you see that the pipe insulation foam is still too long, so we have to shorten it a little bit with a knife. And now we are able to also put on the second soda can clamp. The soda can prepared in this way is then screwed onto a threaded rod. Now we go further to our example of use, the ball ornaments. We use a 9 millimeter strip and a bottom part of a soda can. Carefully wrap the soda can around the bottom. Mark one point and a second point on the opposite side. Slowly detach the aluminium roll from the bottom. Clamp the aluminum roll in the vise. Then drill a hole into the aluminum roll. Insert a needle through the hole. And then repeat the exact same process on the other side. A glass bead is then slided onto the needle. The glass bead is fixed with super glue. With pliers, we now bend the needle into an eye. And now we fan the aluminum roll apart very slowly until it looks like a ball. And we are already at the end of this second video of this series of 3. I hope you enjoyed the content and you are already curious about the third part, where I explained the construction of the strip cutter. The example of use will be a marble run. So stay creative and so long.